I bought a 2007 Audi S6 with a V10 Lambo engine off an internet auction. This is the best idea ever.
Nothing?
All right. So, I made another bad life decision, and that was purchasing a Audi S6 from the great year of 2007. And you know what's good about it is that I know nothing about Audis, and I'm not a mechanic, and I don't have any idea what I'm doing. Well, how's that look? Now, okay, that may have been for dramatic effect, but the thing to know here is that I've already been in here. When she came off the truck, she was actually running. Didn't sound wonderful, but didn't sound horrible either. And I did take her for a quick run around the block, but she was spewing coolant from right around there. And so I quickly got her back home and I shut her down, but I did hear her run, and so I know she's a runner at least. I know nothing about this vehicle. Again, it was purchased on an auction. And so there was oil all over the front of this thing, everywhere. And so not a lot of information on these online. A couple of YouTube videos, but not much. And so I started with the obvious stuff, which was valve cover gaskets. And I actually did this valve cover 80% already. It's not fully tightened down because I think I need to get back in there. But there was so much oil in the spark plug holes, and just oil everywhere. So anyway, I took the front end off. That took about 9 months. And I figured out what service mode means. So that's interesting. That's kind of a cool thing. I kind of like that. Service mode became disaster mode soon, and we just took basically everything off. Now, if I had to do it again, it would be easy, but it's kind of like, first of all, it's just, again, so much oil everywhere, so you couldn't even see what you're doing. So I purchased a radiator to get a new radiator in it. That, of course, was the wrong one, and then eventually a nice guy on the forums helped me out and said, hey, this one will work. And so last weekend, I spent the time moving all of these doodads over from that guy to that guy, and we did get a new upper rad hose, and these are the original ones, and they look okay. So anyway, so we're almost ready to put the rad back on, but I've got a little room in here now. So while I've got that room, I want to go back. I want to get these. I mean, look at these things. These things are a disaster. I mean, this thing was really, really poorly maintained. So, of course, this has got, I forget what these are called. They're called triple squares or something like that. So I couldn't even get the box out. So I purchased those off the old Amazon. So we're going to take these out, get ourselves a little bit of room to work. We're going to make sure that these valve covers are on properly. We're going to do that valve cover as well because I didn't get to that one yet. And we are not going to take this thing off yet. I don't want to get that deep into it until I can fix the coolant issue, make sure she holds fluid, make sure she's not overheating. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that before I start digging in further. And so, yeah, not going to do a lot of editing to this video, but if you're interested in just kind of following along, tinkering around with me in the driveway on this another dumb project that I didn't need in my life, then yeah. All right. And they are incorrect. They are squarely incorrect. Oh, what is up with this thing? Oh my God. Okay, so I need like, oh man, we're off to a bad start here. Ah. Right, this is a T30. I love this thing. Brother got it for me, brother Chris. I mean, I basically told him to get it for me. And some of them are really tricky to get to. The one in the back there is woo-hoo, not easy. I had to get like a low profile 1/4 inch ratchet, and it was it probably took 5 minutes just to get that one out. I guess 5 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but it's a little bit tedious. Okay. Yeah, I only put these on hand tight because I really wanted it. I knew I was going to go back in here for science, to be honest with you. I wanted to just look at it again. I know that sounds crazy, but I just wanted to look. See if I see anything that I shouldn't see. And so that's why I'm doing this. And I also wanted to double check my work because this gasket is kind of something weird about it. There's one part of the gasket where it doesn't fully go around. You'll understand what I'm talking about in a second. And I want to make sure that that's not going to spew oil, because that would be no bueno. Oh, this spark plug harness. Oh yeah, that's in there good. Why did I put that one on of all ones tight? Okay, loosen it up a little bit. Should be able to do that by hand. So there's all kinds of stuff in the way. All kinds of stuff. See this stuff? This thing? Okay. Zoom out. All kinds of stuff in the way. This is attached somewhere down there, and so, you know, this over here and back there, and so you can kind of move it out of the way, but then this is supposed to go in here. I bent that out like an idiot, and it's just annoying to work on. It's just annoying. Like, how do you take this thing off? Is this a plug? Can I take this thing out? I don't think I can. There's no room to work. Maybe there is. Hold on. Oh my goodness, so many harnesses. Let's just see here. What's going on here? No, it doesn't matter. Even if I got this off, it's not going to really help. But it just makes doing everything on this thing what I would classify as slightly unpleasant. Slightly unpleasant. Okay, it's going to be impossible to do. So I'm ready to put you down. Okay, just spin her off just with the... Oh, please don't fall. That's why I had all those rags, because once something gets lost down in there, it ain't coming back. Oh, literally as I'm saying it, I do that. But I see it. I think. Hi. Gotta have a good magnetic tool. Everything's aluminum. Everything's aluminium. All right, I'm gonna put this thing down. Boy, I think you could make money if you figured out like a super low profile power tool. Kind of like the ratchet, the 1/4-inch ratchet, but it would have to be low profile. Right, to get into these tricky spots. Or Audi, you could just design it properly. Why would you do that? That would be too easy. She's loose. She's loose. Fortunately, everything's still in the way. That's still tight somehow. That's out, that's out, that's out, that's out. This seam's out, that seam's out. That does, that does. That one looks out, this one looks out. Okay. I think this thing will come out now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a good shot of it, boys. But really, it's not that exciting. It's not that exciting. Maybe it is. Maybe it is for you guys. Dipstick has been removed. Don't let me forget that. Okay, clearly not fully out. Actually, I don't know that it was that one, but it feels like it's over here. One right in the front. How about now? There we go. Nope, we got one. We got a hanger. Cam sensor, maybe. There's some screws on there, and I put those things back, which I don't know why I did, because they were not fun to get off. I'm not sure if you saw that, but this is what just came out of there. Okay. And now, she's going to come off just splendidly. so splendidly that I'm going to move my camera so you can see it. It's an action shot. Maybe we'll put some awesome music to it. Want to zoom? I'm going to do no cutting on this. I don't like editing, I'll tell you. Actually, I do like the creative part of the editing, but it does take so much time. So much time, and I'm a busy guy. All right, this heavily varnished engine. Yeah, doesn't look so great. But she ran. I mean, listen, there's no doubt about it. This thing was not maintained well. But she still ran. And listen, worst case scenario is I move to Montana where there's no emissions inspections. Because I have a funny feeling she's not going to pass, boys. Come on! Get back in your hole. What is this thing doing? My goodness. I was telling my cousin the other day about these tripods and stuff like that. That you can't find a tripod or camera mount that sort of does everything. You can find one that films that way. You can find one that films this way. You can find a tripod that just, whoa, hey. But you can't one that does everything. And he quickly answered and said, well, that's because they want you to buy more equipment. And that kind of makes sense. I understand that. However, I mean, who's to say that Joe Schmo, who is a capitalist, just wants to make a little bit of money, can't go out and invent that. But here's where I'm at. I think it does exist, and I just don't know where to find it, or I'm not Googling the right terms. Why did I take this thing off? I took it off because I want to very carefully inspect it and see what's going on in here and make sure there's nothing catastrophic before I spend even an ounce of time on it. So, yeah, so I'm going to do that, and we'll see what's next.